things are getting a little bit out of hand on the market again, and that's not exactly what you want to see. I'm being 30% of you that just smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on content. The other thing we need to talk about over here is Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. Okay, well, got my hype out of the way for this video. So for those of you that don't remember this card, this is a little piece of candy that we've seen included in Dragon Link list from forever ago to now forever ago. And it only has one printing in Battles of Legend Armageddon. As of filming this video, they are above the $70 mark again. And there was a point where they did, feel like they went back down to about the $50 range, and they were slightly more affordable. Now, the whole reason for this is it's Dragon Link, or Bisteel Dragon Link, as we're going to call it, as we've been seeing, people spin their wheels, and Dragon Link on the regional level has been a massively huge return back to the game. Or was it? Did Dragon Link ever actually leave? Dragon Link took a back seat in the meta last format, where the deck wasn't exactly doing the best. Well, as time has kind of developed itself a little bit more here, we did see Dragon Link returning back into the fray. Now, whether or not you choose to play Chaos Emperor in the deck kind of comes down to deck building and what you expect to kind of run into the meta. But with that all being said, players always love to look at different option trees, even if it's not exactly something that you think that you're going to play right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players love to have the other utility options that they can have. And I think it's one of the things that's going on in the case of Chaos Emperor Dragon here, is people are like, ooh, it might not see play right now, but, maybe somebody will innovate something around Dragon Link here. And we will see a different little approach to that. But either way, as of right now, the card is very expensive for something that's not even really seen play as a utility option. Next up is the power of Dinglong Dragon, or you all might remember our friend Dinglong. Now, Dinglong has been sitting at a $15 price point, give or take a couple of dollars. I feel like since the card came back off of the list, I still have people shouting to the top of their lungs going, Robbie, Dinglong is going to be good, trust me. And we're like, how many weeks into the format at this point in time that we have people shouting that Dinglong is still a relevant card? My problem with this is the only real things that I have seen give any sort of consideration to Dinglong were dinosaurs and the offbeat Sword Soul variant that the person thinks that they're incredibly cool trying to play. And that has been it. I did see Zephyr Sword Soul, but it's still Sword Soul at the end of the day. Actually, Zephyr would have been the one that I thought would have enjoyed having this card back at the strongest point of this time, but it's been cruise control. Now, will we see the card fall in price back to its former point? Not until probably we see a reprint. That invisible hand of whatever hype that this card has going for it, I don't think is going to disappear until maybe another month or two. Maybe up to the point of Duelist Nexus, we will see Dinglong probably start to drop. Or, with Revolution Synchron, people are going to, scream even more to the top of their lungs, we have a level 1 tuner! We can abuse it! Like, come on now. You have not seen the card have hardly any results. You know at this point in time that it's not exactly going to work out. So, just relax and be patient, and we'll see how things will do. But for now, 100% hype in my opinion. I really do hope that we do see this calm down though. Next up is Rescue Ace. Now, for those of you that have not been paying attention or have lived underneath a rock, I can't believe I actually have to say this for the fourth time. Rescue Ace hype has been generated all throughout the OCG. And there's always the one person in the comments who goes, no, Robbie, the OCG doesn't matter. Well, then why are cards going up? Alright, trust me when I say this. The OCG dictates so much more of our metagame than people will ever want to actually admit. And especially when you're looking at how things are going right now, this deck has accelerated itself to the top of the OCG metagame strictly because it gets the ability to set 4 utility cards. Those 4 utility cards make this deck an insanely different creature right now. And there has been so much hype around this. So many people dilly-dallied, and you could have bought the deck when it was so much cheaper. Actually, as of filming this video right now, hydrants are 25 plus, more sort towards the $27 range, and then you're seeing turbulences head on up to the $10 range. But this deck is on buyout status, literally permanently now, and as more and more people, we're opening Amazing Defenders, people were tossing these cards aside because they were all digging for the Purely cards. Now we have the exact inversion actually happening on our market because of the OCG predicted metagame at this point in time. So, once again, if you're hoping that, fingers are crossed, we're going to see Rescue Ace calm down in price. Trust me on this, Robbie, it's going to happen. No. Unless you need the deck to totally fail in the TCG. But I'm not expecting another ban list until probably quite some time from now. So until that actually happens, then maybe we will see this deck calm down in a degree. But until that happens, I think it's a safe bet to say that we're going to continue to see absolute madness with this. Next up is the Kashtira / all the meta hype going on right now. We are heading into the ending of WCQ season right now, which typically marks the beginning of reprint season, which marks the decline on the market. But with that decline comes the, that didn't get the reprint. That's meta relevant. Probably should buy that now. So you will see cards that are expected, bunny ears expected to go down in price with the the end of the competitive season. Now, with that being said, I mean, Nexus is on the horizon. People are massively excited, but do you really need to go out and dump, Kashtira at this point in time? Do you need to go out and dump Sprite? I'm not planning on playing any more competitive events for the block. What are we really considering, doing its thing? Well, back to the point that I just said here. We are heading out of WCQ season, which automatically prices start to decline. If you think that you have something that is, worthwhile moving, then I would do so sooner than later. That is typically the tradition around this point in time, as we do see that. The metagame hype usually is marked, with the ending of Nationals for us. So be aware that with that all being said, that Kashtira is probably going to get destroyed in value. All right, you're probably going to see, to be fair, the deck has already lost a lot of value. The rug has already been pulled out pretty hard from underneath it. But as of this point in time, fingers are absolutely crossed for the destruction of the market value now. But when August comes around and you do see more events resume here and the next regional season does roll out, guess what, you will see the exact opposite occur. Things will start to go back up, which leads us into the next point here. Tin hype. Megatons are always the best part of the year, all right? Who knows what alternate rarities you're going to see? It's a mystery box, all right? You could see, Super Lubellion. That'd be disgusting. Please don't do that. Kashtira cards can get fancy new inverted rarities. Could see, Unicorn get a secret rare. You could see Birth get a secret rare. The possibilities are endless, but this ties back into, the cooldown point for the meta. If, the metagame ends, and then we're going into reprint season here, and people are like, just go sell my Kashtira core, there's not a point in keeping this, it's all going to get the reprint in the tins. And then when something dodges in the tins, guess what? You tend to see these values invert and go back up. This is always the best time of the year, I feel, to buy, because you see immediate value declines, people fire selling off their butt, and then you're like, well, I have an event before tins come out, maybe I want to go ahead and pick this up and sit on it. I don't think it's going to get hit. Obviously, you always have the ban list tie-in as well, but Megatons in the next sphere of the looming ban list are always going to be the biggest things to worry about. But mainly, Megatons in the end of the competitive season usually mark steady, very heavy decline. So, what do you think about everything kind of happening in the market right now? There's a lot of sectors that I didn't think would be doing the things that they're doing right now, and there's a lot of hype in a lot of different areas as well. It's almost like the market never truly sleeps. Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.